Because as you know, incorporated into the story are the names of our homecoming royalty members. So let's get started. Here we go. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Pixar Studios Backstage Live Tour. Just a reminder, please remain seated throughout the tour and keep your hands and arms inside the train. Today's tour is going to take you behind the scenes of award-winning movies such as Toy Story, But our first stop, we're going to splash into the set of Finding Nemo. As you know, Finding Nemo is the story of a young clownfish who gets taken from his father and ends up in a dentist office fish tank. His father, Marlin, sets out on a long adventure to find his son Nemo with the help from a fish named Dory. Dory is a regal tankfish that has short-term memory loss. She always forgets what she is doing and ends up getting herself into all kinds of trouble. She is a bluish purple colored fish. One might say she is a jasmine color. Speaking of Jasmine, our 2014 Freshman Class Princess, Miss Jasmine Jones! Come on out, Jasmine. Come on down. On the set, you can see the drawings and recordings for the writers and animators of the movie. Go ahead, Jasmine. Right down the red carpet there. On the set, you can see the drawings and recordings for the writers and animators of the movie did all their work. They spent a number of hours here working on the film and their script, never having any time to run any errands. But after the movie had theaters, the film did so well that the writers lived like King Louie. The film, the #1 selling DVD of all time. That reminds me of the Freshman Class Prince, Mr. Louie. Head on down there, Aaron. As we come swimming through the set of Finding Nemo, we move into the production room for Monsters, Inc. Monsters, Inc., released in 2001, is the story that takes place in Monstropolis, home of the sophomores. Sully and Mike, the two main monsters in the movie, meet a young girl who they later name Boo, and the story describes the challenges they have going back and forth between the human world and the monster world. Now Sully is not your ordinary monster. The guy can't cook. He's a monster, but he takes care of those. After all, this movie took place almost 5 years. This movie took almost 5 years to complete because producers kept changing the look of the monsters. But after having lots of faith, speaking of faith, have I told you that one of my favorite singers is Madonna? I really love that song, like, yeah. All right. Give it up for faith. I know you were all trying to move, but it is now time to venture into the of juniors. Pixar Studios, and what a success it was. The movie stars Carl Fredricksen, a grumpy old man who decides to fly his house to Paradise Falls. Mr. Fredricksen is not alone, however, as a young boy named Russell flies along for the ride, where they meet a bird later named Kevin and a dog named Doug. Now, this movie was no easy craft. Like the Twilight series with Team Jacob. Speaking of Jacob, the junior class quit. Jacob, go! Now, I know you all are wondering how the writers of this story came up with this unique storyline.